The White Rabbit mystery has picked up even more steam over the last few days, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also check out the big change for Survivor Series and more. Let's start things off with the follow-up to the White Rabbit mystery. So this is a story that all started with the Smackdown commercial break. We previously talked about how WWE dimmed the lights and flashed red lights while playing the White Rabbit song at Smackdown while on break. But what made us not dive into it all the way was that this was a moment that wasn't aired and shown a part of SmackDown's broadcast. So we brushed it off as probably not being significant, but literally days later, WWE did something that hinted at the idea of the White Rabbit song having a lot of significance for something that's coming after all. Following the first time they played that song at SmackDown, WWE followed that up once again, dimming the lights and playing the song again during the live event shows over the weekend. So now this is a much better sign that there could be a significant meaning behind the usage of this song. If they just played it only at SmackDown, then maybe it was just a coincidence. But the fact that they continue to play the song several more times throughout the weekend lets us know that we have to pay attention to this now. So we already talked about how things went down with the song at SmackDown, but what happened when this moment went down at all the live events that followed SmackDown? Well, it was similar to what went down at SmackDown, but even added some extra details. When the song played at all these live events, the lights were dimmed, fans waved their flashlights in the air, and a red light took over the ring and entrance stage. Then towards the end of the White Rabbit song, the stage lit up in purple lights for a quick second, before fading back to black. And that same thing continued during Saturday and Sunday's live events. So what started as maybe just a television commercial break song has now turned into a potential teaser for something big in WWE. So let's take a look at it. During SmackDown, the arena was dark with a flash of red coming at the end. During the live event shows, the color red was shown for a majority of the song with a flash of purple coming in at the end. So whoever or whatever's behind this song has the color of red and purple attached to them. Like we talked about after SmackDown, Karrion Kross and Bray Wyatt were the two biggest talked about stars that could potentially be behind this mystery. Bray Wyatt's return is sort of becoming a myth at this point. It's probably not happening anytime soon. But when they give us something like this that's just so easy to connect with Bray Wyatt's character, it's hard not to talk about him, and at least throw his name into the hat of possibilities. And even though it very well may not turn out to be related to him, you can't deny the obvious reminders of Bray Wyatt. The way they're dimming the lights for the Fireflies to take over the crowd, and putting the exact same red light in the ring that the Fiend used to wrestle with. You just can't get angry with fans for mentioning Bray Wyatt because there's just so many similar things there that used to belong with him. Some fans even claim that Bray Wyatt's current Twitter bio has a connection to the White Rabbit song, but that may be a reach. Karrion Kross has also been having fun with his name being rumored to be behind the White Rabbit. He acknowledged that it was once his old persona, and even posted a few tweets with some emojis of the White Rabbit that confused some fans. Some fans understood Kross's tweet as confirmation that he was behind the White Rabbit, but it doesn't look like that's what he meant. It looks like he was just having fun with the idea and telling fans to keep watching and enjoying the ride. So it looks like he was adding fuel to the current mystery, but not fully taking responsibility for it. It's a very subtle WWE teaser and mystery right now. Obviously, this potential teaser and storyline hasn't made it to WWE television quite yet. This has just been happening during commercial breaks and live events. But maybe that's what WWE is going for. Maybe they don't want to put the White Rabbit teaser on television and want to continue it as sort of a background teaser. But it'll be interesting to see if they do eventually bring this teaser for WWE programming. Kyle Scarborough, the original concept artist for the Fiend's mask and props, also jumped in on the conversation to add more fuel to the fire himself. Kyle posted a drawing of what appears to be a scary drawing of a life-sized white rabbit with a scary mask. When fans accused him of just trolling and messing with him, Kyle said he wasn't trolling. So again, this white rabbit situation is already taking on a lot of twists and turns all over the place. If Kyle's drawing is true, maybe the white rabbit could be another alter ego for some WWE superstar out there. The only issue is that the idea of the white rabbit doesn't really fit a majority of superstars. If the character and persona is gonna fit with anyone, the two popular guesses of Bray Wyatt and Karrion Kross are the only ones that could pull it off and help it make sense. So now everything has flipped with this white rabbit. It looks like it's important after all, and something we'll have to closely monitor in the coming week. The long-awaited answer for what Survivor Series 2022 will look like has finally been answered by Triple H. The Raw vs. Smackdown theme is officially over with, and that was some great news to hear. When done to its full potential, sure, the Raw vs. Smackdown theme could be a good concept for an event, but the way it's been done over the last few years has just felt so empty and pointless. Raw and SmackDown superstars don't care about competing against each other all year long. But then, a few weeks before Survivor Series, everyone just all of a sudden starts caring about competing with each other. And then, immediately after Survivor Series, it's like it never happened. Everyone just goes back to what they were doing before. So, it's just been an event with nothing on the line, no stakes at all, and a show that always leaves you asking, so what? Raw wins, so what? SmackDown wins, so what? The winning show never won anything, and the losing show never lost anything, so what was the point? So it was a theme that ran its course and had to be removed, and thankfully, that was the case. Triple H confirmed to The Ringer that Raw vs. SmackDown theme was out, and that the Wargames theme was coming to Survivor Series. Triple H said that there'll be 2 Wargame matches, one for the men and another for the women. He said that the matches will be storyline focused and have nothing to do with Raw versus SmackDown. Wargame matches have been heavily featured in NXT over the last few years, but not on the main roster. It consists of 2 full-size rings being in the center of the arena, with one big cage covering both of the rings. It starts off one-on-one, and over time, members of each team will be allowed to enter the match until one team is left standing. So it works similar to the traditional Survivor Series matches with eliminations and last team standing, but it provides a great facelift to the match. And the fact that it'll be storyline based is great news as well, because that could add even more stakes to the match. Maybe the men's match could be the entire Bloodline going up against a team of challengers. Maybe all the Bloodline titles could be on the line, with the winning team securing all the titles. Something like that would be extremely more suspenseful than just Raw versus SmackDown matches that we've seen over the years that just result in nothing. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.